Welcome back, survivors. I'm SurvivalVis, and this is back into ABZU. We're continuing along with our just relaxing little playthrough and going through and just enjoying what this is. And this is one of our little stream sections. So this is just a nice little go through to kind of show off more of how the developer was able to capture so much beauty to the game. Like going through these I believe these are red snappers. Yeah, I know we were in... These big schools are the red snapper schools. I can't recognize some of the other ones. I know they're the 5-line snappers. Oh, and bottlenose dolphins. I'm fairly sure these are bottlenose, but I'll actually have to double check. Because I know some species of dolphins, like these ones with how their patterning is, they should be a pretty easy one to identify what species they are. But, no, maybe these... No, I don't think these are bottlenose. Because I think bottlenose are the ones that are just your kind of more traditional, just gray skin to them? Leather or hide? I'm not really sure what to classify them as, to be honest. Oh, we've got a lot of fish coming along with us, though. Looks like everybody's kind of branching off as we're heading into a new section. A bunch of jellyfish. Oh, there's the great white. Oh, can't follow him there, though. Looks like some bioluminescence on the cavern walls. And we're up into another just peaceful little area. So let's hop on to one of the dolphins. Okay, these are just called common dolphins, so maybe that's what the species is for them. We can leap out with them, and it's just beautiful, isn't it? Oh, is that a porpoise? Actually, let's see if we can go around with this little guy here, because this might actually be a porpoise. It is a vaquita. These are extremely... as beautiful and cute as the little guy is, I'm afraid his real-life counterpart is in very, very dire circumstances right now. Vaquita are a critically endangered species, I believe. You don't see them in, well, much at all anymore because of commercial fishing. They've sadly just decreased in population. It's really sad looking at the cute little guy like that, isn't it? Aww. At least, as the game ABZU really does help to kind of preserve and show off a number of species that are just kind of lost now, and like the vaquita. I don't know, I'd love to hear that they do come back from how dire and straits they are, but it's also hard to say how possible it is. No! I realized the humphead would actually breach like that. I don't think they normally do. But that's one thing that at least we can try to... just try and think of the wording for. Because one amazing thing about games is what they can really do to help preserve just the memory of some of these species that we are losing, sadly. Oh, coral trout. I do know there are some saltwater species of trout. I don't know if they actually are related to the freshwater or not, or that's just the naming. No, I'm sure to them. Okay, let's see. Oh, what's this little guy? The lyre-tail anthias. Okay, well that's a neat little pectoral fin adaptation to him. I don't know what benefits it might offer aside from possibly finding a mate. A lot of the brilliant displays you'll see in nature usually come down to trying to help the species procreate. So see what else we can find. Ooh, a triggerfish? Yeah, the Picasso triggerfish. These are some of your more ornate reef fish. Because I think the entire triggerfish species have a lot of ornate patternings like this to them. They are a beautiful fish to look at. See what else we can find here. Oh, the emperor angelfish. Yeah, the angelfish, a lot of reef fish species just have such brilliant colors and displays. I believe it's more to help them blend in with all the coral around them. Don't quote me on how accurate that is. Oh, okay, and these are the parrotfish I mentioned in the last episode. Yes, these are bicolor parrotfish. I believe many of the species are adapted to eating coral to get their nutrients and their sustenance for their lives. So it's hard to see, and I can't really get zoomed in on them, I'm afraid. But they have an adapted jaw that allows them to just basically bite and crunch right through coral. See if we can... Yeah, we were able to. The gray reef sharks. One of your more common shark species. It's not to be confused with the black tips, though. Sorry about the little tune, just a text came through. Really gotta remember to silence that while I'm doing recording sessions. I think... Yeah, but there's the black tip. I can't remember if it's the reef sharks or they're just black tip sharks. I think they are called black tip reef sharks. We might actually even see some in the game as we go further along. See what else we can get. Ooh, an azure damselfish. That's actually an interesting little fin shape if we can kind of get closer. Yeah, it's an interesting... Oh, it's actually something that looks like extends and decreases. Okay, that's probably another mating display. See what else we can come across here. I wonder if we can actually get a close-up on the vaquita again. Yeah, here's one. Oh. They are an adorable looking little porpoise. It's just such a shame about the state they're in. Oh, I really hope you guys can make it back. I think for now, we'll look at carrying on. I think to do that, we'll need to find ourselves... Ooh, actually, maybe I should see... Because I believe these are ribbon fish. I want to take a look and see if I can... I don't... Yeah, so they'll come out like that. So I gotta... not quite what we're looking for. Well, these are the powder blue tangs. Pretty popularized now after the Finding Nemo movie. But I want to get to seeing the... I believe they're ribbon fish down at the bottom. Common dolphin. Can seem to keep going around them, but... Oh, actually there's another species here that... Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get a good look at. Oh. Another species of... was a species of coral trout. I guess maybe the males have the more ruby display, or the red display to them. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get a better look at what... I think they're ribbon fish, but I'm probably wrong, to be honest. Yeah, I wish I knew what... Or maybe they're ribbon eels. I can't remember what that species definitely is. Oh, but we can interact with some of the anemones as we go by. And we just want in here, that's who we're looking for. And then all around us... I'm trying to think of what those would be called. They're a species of fish. Or are they eels? I think they're a species of fish, to be honest. And they basically do just like that. They hang around on the seafloor like that. I believe they are plankton eaters. Ooh, Actually, is that a little pufferfish up here? It is a little pufferfish. Now, these guys don't exactly get it easy, the pufferfish. Because you can actually find videos where dolphins will actually play around with them like balls in a way. Where they'll kind of toss them around a little bit. And they don't have the easiest lives. They are another... I'm pretty sure they're another coral eater. And if you ever see the pufferfish jaws, they're basically like little... They aren't sharp pincers, they're kind of blunt pincers. I'm trying to think of what would be a good comparison to them. It's kind of escaping me at the moment. We'll see. I don't know if I need one or two. Oh, looks like I just need the one. Now, with this opened up, I think we're going to go back and join another current running through. Yeah. Looks like another slipstream of a lot of fish. These look like... Are these... I don't think they're bluefin tuna. I think those are yellowtails. Mostly because of, well, the yellow tails on them. But tuna are another fish where you never think about how big they actually are in real life. Oh, missed that little school of fish. Like, tuna can be incredibly large, easily 6 feet long. And, like, sometimes they weigh tons, like literal tons. Oh, sea turtles were there. Going through another little patch here. Ooh, and orcas now. Probably one of the most intelligent species of cetaceans, I believe is the name for porpoise dolphins. They are really just incredibly intelligent species. All kinds of stuff going with us now. So looks like we have hammerheads, marlins, I believe. I think the swordfish don't have as great a sail to them. Oh, and it looks like we're building up for our little jump with the pod. And into another dead zone. And it just gets so eerie and silent. Let's go bring some life back to what we've got here. There we go. Let's head on down and restore what we can. I don't really know what to make of kind of the story elements, though. Like, this seems to be... Look at all the ammonites. And the giant one up there. I don't really know what to make of this for, like, the story symbolism. I don't know if it's like a hidden pocket dimension almost, where they keep the essences of the ocean, or... Started to go a little down there. But it seems like we have something contained in us that lets us rejuvenate or restore what it should be. Okay, so this is where the orcas are, so maybe once this kind of blooms the coral pillar, we'll see them come out of the waters. There they are. Well, they are just another majestic creature. And if you really want to see how intelligent they can be, I'd highly recommend looking up videos about how orcas can hunt and just some of the tricks they use to eat. Like, they will almost breach themselves to try to get seals on beaches, and they have the intelligence to know how to kind of get themselves back in the water. And in the Antarctic, they are even smarter there, because there is videos where they will actually... Oh, we actually managed to grab onto the little calf. Whee! But in the Antarctic, there's videos where they'll actually tip over icebergs or small ice floats with seals on them, so that way they can actually get them into the water to hunt. And it's really clever of them. I want to see, there should be a little statue somewhere to be able to meditate at on this one. Because there are some really cool looking fish around. It's always amazing how diverse life will really get to be. Like different forms and shapes and colors it'll take on. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And we're going to take a little look around here. So, Barracuda. These guys are fast hunters out in the ocean. I don't remember if they like open water more than around the reefs, but they are slick, agile, and just one of the... evolved to be such a quick and agile hunter. That's another one. Let's see. A little bit of... spend some time around the orcas. You can hear them communicating with their clicks. Their clicks and their squeaks. They really are social animals, and... I don't... We do have a little bit of an understanding what some of the clicks in that mean, like distress or things like that. Threadfin butterfly fish. Ooh, this is one I spotted, the unicorn fish. I honestly don't know what the adaptation would be to have the little horn that it does. I don't know if it's kind of signify the health of the individual or what. And then we have our green sea turtle. One of the more typical ones you'll see in any media or any reference to sea turtles. Just a beautiful one going around like that. See if we can find anything else in here. Another unicorn fish. Oh, we got the bicolor parrotfish. Another unicorn fish. Some yellow tang. And maybe everything going around here. Yeah, I think so. Well, and I believe that's another triggerfish. Actually, kind of hard to navigate the meditation, I'm afraid. But yeah, so this is the undulate triggerfish. So you can see all of them have these really bright and colorful patterns to the sides of them. And all the triggerfish have the same kind of body shape to them. We're kind of slopes together for a bit of a triangular faced front, and just kind of a rounded back to them. I think with that, we'll continue forward. And we're into another, looks like a... It makes me wonder what exactly... Because they probably had to be an underwater dwelling race. I'd imagine to have all this as it is. But I don't know for certain. Oh, and this is more to the story. So it looks like... Yeah, this looks like exactly what we have in ourselves. But that's bestowed into a shark. But it is also something of note, is we'll get our way up here, is those marks on the side. That's not the paint chipped away. Those are deliberate wounds to it, just like we've seen on that great white. It's possible that's meant to be sort of the keeper, or they see it as a revered figure. And just tapping that gives us a little bit of a better boost in that little mark on our back. So we'll carry on through here, and we're out into now another open section of water, and this is We'll take the gray reef shark down towards the bottom a bit, if we can kind of guide it. Not overly, it just wants to eat. But yeah, this is where it gets unnerving. I think it kind of... It narrows back to us not knowing what's in the unknown, or fear of the unknown. But here's... Let's see if we can get close to this humpback. So we can go for a little lift with them. Yeah, we can. So these are the humpback whales. They have some very beautiful songs. We'll just go along with them for a little while. They can have some really beautiful songs if you've ever listened to them, or their recorded echolocation. And that looks like a dolphin fish, or a mahi-mahi. I guess we can't quite swim with that one, though. Oh, yeah, we can. Now, these guys are a bigger one than you might have think, too. They also... I don't know how many people would actually know about the mahi-mahi, or the dolphin fish, because it is a little bit more of an unusual one to come across. Oh. Can we follow this all the way down? Yeah, we can. And this is where I can understand a lot more unnerved about the bottoms of the ocean, how deep, dark, and you just don't know what is down here. I mean, right now we know there are some ruins, but you don't know what species. The ocean is just still so vast and mysterious to it. Oh, speaking of some mysterious creatures, we've got a couple here. And this is the basking shark. He is admittedly one of the creepier ones you'll find. It is just a plankton feeder, so it just swims along with its mouth open like that to collect any plankton it comes across. But it is one of the larger sharks out there. I think it's just behind the whale shark for size. But going around near him is another unique shark species, and that is the thresher shark. And these guys, as you can see with the big tail, it was, I think, debated for a while whether they actually used the tail to hunt, but then they did get footage of one going, what it seems they do is they'll swim into a big school of fish, and they'll whip the tail back and forth and try to basically stun and knock them out, so that way they can eat on them, or feed. It's really cool to watch. As you can tell, I do watch a lot of wildlife videos a bit, just to try to see and get a feel for what is really out in the ocean. Because I'm one of the people who's just fascinated so much by how different it is. Like on land, you see so much that has such kind of common shapes and features to them. Oh, actually, I want to see, is that yellowtail snapper? Oh, a straight marlin? Yeah, look at these guys. That's a beautiful looking fish, isn't it? Marlin are a game fish that really get fished a lot for just the fights they put up, and honestly their appearance too. Oh, that's kind of rude. I was trying to find something though. Wasn't quite looking for you. The oceanic white-tip sharks. These guys I think are more free water living, or basically more in the open water compared to having close depth underneath them. Gray reef shark. I almost thought I saw a flying fish for a moment in here, but maybe I was wrong. Yeah, perhaps I was wrong. I thought I might have spotted one as we were going through some of the species. It's just remarkable how many different animals there are, and how many more we still don't know about too. I think for now, that brings another part of our journey towards an end. So we'll head on through here, and I'll probably see you guys in the next episode. carry along through here. I hope you guys are enjoying this nice, just little quiet series. I do like being able to share a little bit of what I know about all the different species and animals that we come across. One thing's that I do admit, when I get to my Subnautica series, because yes, it is coming, but it is going to be more towards the Below Zero release, is that not a lot of people spend a great deal of time about the biological design that the devs made for the animals. But anyway, I'll get onto that maybe next episode. For now, I think we'll end things here. So as always, survivors, thank you guys very much for watching another episode, and I'll see you in the next going on pretty soon. As always, remember to take care and stay alive.